Hi, it's Lara at Botanic Shed, and I'm here in my little shed with Denise Parker, who really inspired me over the last few months. She's a park ranger, and she knows a lot about nature. So she's going to tell us a bit about what being a park ranger means and how we can become one, and give us a tip on how to access benefits of nature. So Denise, how did you become a park ranger? Where are you a park ranger? I would like you to sort of explain a bit more about it and how people can get involved.
Yeah, I'm a park ranger in Richmond Park in London, which is actually a nature reserve just where just around the corner from where I live, and I just really love it because it's a real opportunity to just be outside in nature. Just exploring parts of the area that I'd never known before, really seeing and learning a lot more about the wildlife, about the ancient trees, about all the smaller aspects of wildlife that most of us don't notice as we're walking through the parks. So it's been a great chance to really learn a lot. But also it's about sharing that with other people as well. So it's really a chance to have lots of conversations with visitors, helping them to learn more, helping them to enjoy their experience more, and also helping them to learn how important it is. And because we all want to look after it, we all want to protect it. So part of the role is about conservation as well.
Yeah, reciprocal relationship with nature, as in we want to benefit from it. We need her to be there and healthy. How did you become a park ranger?
Well, I just, because I go into the park a lot anyway, and one day I just happened to be talking to somebody in the gift shop there, actually, and they mentioned that there was this new scheme of trialing volunteer rangers, and I just thought, wow, that sounds amazing. I'd love to do that. So I just went onto the website and got in touch, and they weren't recruiting at the time, but then they did get back to me and said, you know, we're recruiting now if you'd like to apply. So I filled out the application form, sent it in, and a couple of weeks later went on an induction day and became a part.
Amazing. So, did you see deer on your induction day? And also, how much time do you spend, helping them?
Yeah, well, it's really flexible. So at the moment, we just volunteer to go on shifts as and when we're free, as and when we're available. Yeah, and the first day when I went out there, I just arrived and there was just this huge herd of red deer. It was like being on safari just around the corner. So yeah, it's amazing. So if people are interested, if they live around London, for instance, I'd say just go onto the Royal Parks website, get in touch if you're interested, and somebody will get back to you. And perhaps for people who don't live around London, maybe there are other parks or other nature reserves nearby, and they could just get in touch and see if there are any opportunities there. It's a great thing to do.
How lovely. It must be really lovely to have that kind of sense of purpose given to you, just and an amazing activity to be able to engage in. Really aligned with your work. We are desperate to know what your tip is for us.
Okay, so as you know, I do work a lot with clients and take clients into nature as well. So there are lots of things that we can learn from nature, from the wisdom of nature, from the intelligence of nature. And for today, just a really simple reminder, perhaps for people, anybody who's feeling anxious or stressed at the moment, or if you've got too much on, or if you're just wondering what to do and feeling a bit stuck. One thing I like to remember is, imagine if we're planting seeds. When we plant seeds, they need to be nurtured a little bit. We need to look after them in order to help them grow. But if we overwater them, they're going to drown and they're never going to grow. They're never going to thrive. But if we give them just enough water, that's when they really start to grow. They really start to flourish. And so we can't overwater them. That'll harm them. But if we forget and don't water them at all, they're not going to grow. So it's about just enough, just doing enough. And I think for all of us, with everything that's going on in the world right now, if we just remind ourselves that we just have to do enough, only need to do enough. We don't have to push ourselves too hard, but equally, if we're feeling stuck, just take that little next step, just add a little bit more water, and be kind to ourselves and nurture ourselves.
Well, that is brilliant. Perfect, actually, message for people now, because it's everything's, we're a bit stuck. everyone's progress is probably a bit slower than they thought. But
Yeah.
just being kind, that's really lovely. Thanks, Denise. It's really, really, really lovely.
I think there's a lot to learn from nature, and yeah, it's well worth remembering, isn't it?
Yeah, not to push ourselves, be gentle, don't over push, you know, don't overwater, and don't starve ourselves, especially don't starve ourselves with nature.
Yeah, I mean, that's the other tip, isn't it? If people can get out in nature, then, you know, it's really good to do. It's really worth it. Not just for the health benefits, but it, you know, we can get some inspiration and creativity from it as well. So, you know, when I'm working with people, it's helping people learn from nature, not only in their private lives, but in their work and the business as well. There's a lot we can benefit from.
Brilliant. It's really been lovely talking to you today. Thanks so much, Denise.
Thanks, Laura, and we'll speak
again. Take care. That's
Take care.
Lovely. Thanks. Bye.